The best beginner ball in the game, it's hard to say because it depends on at what point that you purchase the balls. Um, the the red ball, can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry about that. I don't remember all the names of the balls. But when you start, I think you get the green no-name ball. That ball, I'll tell you what, I've thrown a 300 game with it, but it took me many tries. That was actually a contest that some of the developers of the game and the moderators have challenged each other to do. Thank you, Hunter. The fight. That ball, when you're first starting out, level 2, 3, 4, 5, as soon as you can get that ball, get your strength and your speed up in the game, I recommend getting that ball. I think you get the yellow swirl ball. It's like yellow and red. I can't remember the name of the swirl ball. That ball has a lot of hook, not a lot of power, not a lot of length. So when you're at the slow speed, you haven't brought your avatar up to speed and strength. It's hard to control that ball to create the power it depends. Unlike the fight, which has a little bit more power, I think, and you can create a better arc into the pocket with low speed on that ball. So I would say the best ball, and then as soon as you can get the pitch black, it's a urethane ball, but as soon as you can get that ball in the game, that is the ball that you need to start with as far as figuring out the patterns. That ball is the most consistent across the patterns that you can control it where it is. And then again, like I said, with the phase, I prefer the phase. So as soon as you can get into the phase as well, that's where you can get your reactive ball to begin targeting. Where do you look at on the lanes for targeting? Arrows, the first set of dots. Let's see here. Does it change when you're left lofting or far right playing the straight? That comes from Matt Wood. Matt, I commented on that at the very beginning of the video. I'll touch on it again real quick. For me, personally, as I coach my kids and I coach some adults and things, targeting, the closer that you can bring your target on the lane to your feet and the foul line, the more consistent you're going to be. But it also varies. So if you're playing a harder pattern, you need the ball to go longer. Let's say you're playing a short pattern and the ball is hooking a lot. The further down the lane that you can get your target, the more your ball's going to skid. It's called a skid flip. You can get the ball to slide down the lane. So the further out that you can get your target and hit it consistently, you're probably going to score a little bit better. In my personal game, I use the dots. They're a lot closer to me. But then again, when you're targeting, you have to remember angles. So you can hit your target 9 times out of 10 and not score well if your ball's not creating the same angle from the foul line over your mark. Meaning, you'll hear people say, oh, I missed it left, I missed it right. You still might have hit your target, but if you don't have the angle right, meaning you might have pulled your arm to the right, pushed it to the left, the ball goes over your target and it either washes out or it hooks too much because you don't have the right angle. So targeting and angle play together.